everyone. Welcome back. As always, I'm Sam.
And I'm Cody, and this is Cody Sum, and we are the duo who does more than each other.
So
That's why you're here.
so we are back at the house with another episode, and today we are with our housemate Kazumi
That's me.
and her hot ass man Reggie.
How's it going?
We wanted to just spend some time with you guys. We're a couple, you're a couple. I do studio, you do studio. We wanted to talk about some of those similarities and get to know each other a little
Yeah,
bit.
and another similarity is we're in a somewhat open relationship, and you guys are that way as well. And
We're
it's
like a fully ballistic.
very rare we run into straight people, straight friends who do that. So we want to pick your brains about an area maybe we don't really know a lot about. Like, we know how we run our relationship, but we want to learn about yours.
Oh my God, I love talking about myself. I'm excited.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, appreciate it. I feel like Kazumi, it's so funny. I feel like you're so out there on all the social media platforms, but you are shy.
I'm a
You're
shy girl, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And
that
I'm-
was so interesting to learn about you.
And I'm not confrontational.
No.
I'll swallow it.
I'm learning that. There's fights in this house, and you are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, sometimes on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to spit it back at you. She's going to swallow.
Yeah,
we,
unless it's in real life.
this
or-
is the night after the Pornhub Awards. Did you have a good time?
Yes, it was really cool because there was so many different types of people there that weren't just porn. Like Rick Ross was there, Julia Fox was there, and just a lot of people that just weren't sex workers were there celebrating us. And I don't usually see so much overlap over other industries like celebrating us, so that's cool progress.
I feel like it's something that is starting to steamroll a little bit. Like, you are seeing like celebrities join OnlyFans. You're seeing people being more supportive of sex work. It's this show alone that we're doing is pioneering OnlyFans people to be on TV, which is really cool.
Yeah, actually been in like 3 reality TV show pilots, and each time I got denied because I had an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So this is like a monumental.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a big thing for us. And him and I are just so glad to be a part of that. Just the whole concept of it alone is like something I think a lot of OnlyFans people have been fighting for a long time. So it's like really cool to be like the OG cast of the first season of something that's hopefully going to be big.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
big shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah.
Are you having fun on the show?
Yeah, I'm having a little blastaroni pepperoni.
We think you were a great addition.
Oh, yeah.
There was,
I know me, I was very territorial, the dynamic, like when you came in and it wasn't anything against you. I just was very territorial of what we were already doing here. But in getting to know you, I'm so happy to have had that opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you're our neighbor. So this is our room. You're right next door.
we share the worst toilet on the planet.
We
Together.
the worst plumbing
We
ever.
share the worst toilet in existence. But
And all of us do anal, so
Yeah.
it's a dangerous toilet.
maybe it's because we're using it too much.
We're running that shit.
It's just you. Yeah, no, getting to know you, you're so awesome. I fucking love you. I have so much love for you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
come. Oh my
So-
God.
I'm pretty and then bring Reggie around. So grateful to
Thank
get
you
to
for
meet
having me.
him.
Yeah, I'm so glad you were able to come.
Yeah, again and again and again and again.
Double entendre. But I guess the first thing we want to ask is, when you guys started your relationship, did you start open from the get-go, from the start?
Oh yeah.
And also, were you doing porn at the time?
Yeah.
So I think I made my OnlyFans the day he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Like, she had made her OnlyFans the same month we did official, put a title on it. But she was like a sex worker, and she was really promiscuous.
I was a little slut.
Oh, no,
wow.
you told us the stories. Your birthday parties look iconic. Yeah.
I always threw sex parties. I always was like in the underground kink scene. So all my friends were also sex workers. So it wasn't a far-fetched idea to join sex work myself. I think at the time I was already a sugar baby, like every now and then when I was
Yeah.
dating him. And so when we first started dating, we started as an open relationship, but we did have a lot more boundaries than we did now. Like nowadays, I feel like we have almost no boundaries except for cream pies.
You have trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's with us. We did start monogamous and were for a year, but we always say that we wouldn't be where we're at and have this such strong foundation if we didn't let everything that we have now grow organically. We definitely started a little more reserved or conservative than y'all did, but I feel like it's still the same concept where you start at a certain level and you just let the other things that you're not too comfortable with just grow into that over time.
That makes a lot of sense. I think like when people look at us, they're always like, how? But like, you didn't just go start it. This is years. This is building, learning curve, uncomfortable
What was it like
conversation.
that first couple months of dating? Was it like, hey, we're dating, but I also want to be able to have my freedom on the side? What did that look like?
I think we really grew our foundation for the first year or so. I wasn't really, we had done some swinging and we had done some couple swaps and we had done like some like smaller things off camera. I didn't really do porn where I was fucking other people until probably like year 2 or 3. And then that's when I really blew up. I think when we first started dating, it was mostly just us for a while.
Yeah, because also it was COVID. So like
Oh, okay.
we
Yeah.
swung a lot, but it was like special occasion.
Yeah.
So you had that period of time where like you feel like you got to build your foundation
Yeah.
and then it was just you.
Yeah.
100%.
Because we started dating 2019, like October 2019. So that was.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
Our anniversary is October 3rd, 2019.
Oh,
Oh my God. That is so good.
oh my God. So we have been together the same amount of time.
We're like a
I love
mirrored
this.
image of each other.
Yeah.
I'm Kazumi.
Oh my God, that's so
How did y'all meet?
But so we had the same job. I'm a rambler. I'm long-winded. I'm gonna make this as short and sweet as possible.
No,
Eat,
talk.
eat that mic.
Yeah, talk.
Alright,
Whatever you want to
so-
talk.
We had the same exact job where we had to go to local, the welfare offices, and we were trying to get people to get a free phone. It was direct marketing, and so I worked for this company. She worked for that company, but they would just put us at locations. So one day, put us in a location in the hood, and I'm looking. I'm like, why is this fine girl?
I was too sexy to be there.
Oh, she doing the same thing as me. She giving like out free phones.
Where's the hood? What city?
This was like South Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
actual like hood.
Okay.
And I'm real new to LA, so I'm thinking, I ain't scared. I'm from Chicago. I'm like, why is she here?
Yeah.
She's not supposed to have this job. But anyway, so I kept wanting to talk to her, but I'm like, you know what? She at work. I'm going to respect that. But then it just so happened to where we started talking. And then I was like, yo, was she just flirting with me? But I was like, nah, she at work. So we probably talked 2-3 times. And I was like, I swear she flirting with me, but I don't want to push it. And I just took it up the chance. I was like, we might get scheduled at the same location again sometime. So I'm finna leave. I say bye to her. She gave me a hug.
Slow
I was
word.
like,
Ooh.
whoa, the hood, you don't know me.
I'm a hugger,
Flirt with me
too.
all day.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger too.
I could tell he had abs. I could tell whatever he had.
Oh, she did that to touch your abs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was
I
good.
was objectifying him, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
So the craziest thing is now she hugged me. I still was like, nah, I'll wait till the next time. So I walk halfway down the block. I get halfway down the block. She goes, I like your face. I was like, oh, she has one. So I turned around, walked all the way back. I was like, yo, what's your number? She was like, I can't give you my number. I was like, wait a minute. So you've been flirting with me all day. You like my face. You can't give me your number. She was like, yeah, people are crazy, but I'll give you my Instagram. I was like, oh, okay, cool, fine. She was like, while she gave it to me, she goes, don't look at it until you're far away. I was like, weird request, but okay.
I had a Freak League Instagram, that's why.
Yeah,
It was super nasty.
So to finish it, I took the bus at the time. We didn't have a car yet. I get on the bus. She had already liked 2 of my pics, already slid in my DMs. Hey, it was nice meeting you. I was like, dang. I look at her Instagram. I was like, she was out there.
I'm a woman that
That's-
gets what she wants.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm a
yeah.
go-getter.
I figured that from the moment I met you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If I see a penis I like, it's in me.
I always say that.
So you go after what you want.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always say that about him because I met him. I was a third for him and his boyfriend. And I was like,
You
I-
X-rayed the other guy out?
he did it on his own.
I like to say we always say Cody was a catalyst. That relationship was on its way out, and Cody and I hit it off so much there was just no going back.
Yeah, we never overstepped. We didn't do anything in secret behind the guy's back. We took all the right routes to be together.
What do you think he thinks about you guys doing porn now?
I'm sure he has a lot to say about a lot of things that we do.
I've actually heard he has a lot to say. I've run into some people that know him, and they've said that he has a lot to say. I went from trying to be nice and cordial when I would see him out to now I just act like he doesn't exist.
How long were you guys together?
A year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
We've been
No,
we've been together 5.
years. It was a year and 4 months if you want to get technical, but it's in the past. So take me to so you guys get together. Have you guys done any OF content together?
Yeah. And you both post them on both your pages.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't really help our relationship to make porn of ourselves.
Okay.
I am not that fun when I'm like in collab mode. Like I'm very intense. It's like my medium of entertaining. Like the same way like someone is probably super obsessive over like the songs they write or like the fat or the clothes they're making. I'm really obsessive with the composition and like the actual technical stuff of porn, which isn't really that sexy or is considerate of my other partners if they're not other performers. So we stopped doing that.
So you do it more like a studio shoot.
Yeah. I like get a videographer and then I do all that.
Where it's so weird hearing that because like, we started ours together when we first started dating, and it enhanced our sex life so much. Like we would make a video, we would watch it, we would jack off to it still. Like it was just like all just amateur on the phone sort of stuff.
It was COVID. It was COVID.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's another thing. Like, I feel like that's what I like. Like I like amateur, like just chilling type shit. Like, she likes more. This needs to be like a whole production. And so I think that was really another thing. Is like just different visions of like how you.
Yeah, it's just now like back then when we were so new to it, you didn't think about that stuff. But now that we are, this works because we do the same type of porn. We are both gay and have the same subscribers. Where it's different for y'all. You have different subscribers. You probably like different types of porn. It's just that all comes into effect as you get more serious in this process. And that's what we've realized together too.
Yeah.
Because he does studio porn and I jack off to videos that people are like with the iPhone and I want to just make what I would watch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he likes doing the studio stuff and it just keeps us a little separate in that aspect too.
Would you ever do mainstream or no?
They keep asking him. And when we went to the Gay Viennes, that was the first time I was like really enticed because I like felt
everyone's so hot and fun.
Yeah, and it was like so cool being nominated, and I wasn't even in studio, and it just was like, oh, if I did studio, maybe you could get nominated for more if I tried hard enough. But again, I'm still an engineer, and that's my thing, and studio porn's his thing. Where everything else we have, like our podcast, our OnlyFans, is all Cody Sum. So it's really nice to have our separate entities.
Wait, Cody Sum is your guys' names combined.
Yeah.
Am I stupid? I didn't fucking know that. I was like, what is that? Cody Summer. Oh, LMFAO.
Yeah.
That took me a while.
I'm hearing that. I was like, that makes sense.
I was like, oh, okay.
We're Cody Sum. You know?
There was and at the beginning I used to go by secretly wanting to go by Sum, but then now I just go by Sumner.
Yeah.
It's my name. I like going by it better. But yeah, originally it was Cody Sum. And we just kept that because that's what we've been doing.
It's cute. I like it.
It really, at this point, even if we didn't like it, we are Cody Sum. We're stuck.
You're
So
Cody Sum,
It just worked for you.
yeah.
A lot of guys ask my boyfriend to get into mainstream too.
What is more your following on OnlyFans? Women, or do you have a lot of gay men following you?
It's mostly gay.
Gay men. Yeah. Women, I just feel like a lot of women just aren't on Only.
Are you hooking up with the OnlyFans girls on there?
Sometimes, yeah. So for me, I don't even want to have too much respect for the game. I mean, see who I'm dating. I don't want to call myself a performer of any sort because I feel like if you're a performer and you're in this, you got both feet in. I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
Help my girl out if need be. I get tested, so if I can do it for someone, I'll do it. But it's not really what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Do, so
Just a little side hustle, supporting your woman, and also I feel like it brings a level of understanding for you to be comfortable with what she's doing because you understand the process better. Whereas people who are dating where one person isn't doing it, I feel like they run into a lot more issues and a lot more serious like things going on because they don't understand each other career-wise.
Yeah, and I feel like us like swinging and like going to a bunch of orgy sex parties and being in that scene of polyamorous people before it also helped us just ease in versus if he was, because I'm his first girlfriend.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah, so I felt like
it only takes one.
So like I felt like that initiation helped make it a lot easier because I know a lot of my homegirls really struggle to date and it sucks out there.
Yeah, we didn't even.
When you say homegirls that are like in the industry.
Yeah, a lot of my porn homegirls have such a bad time dating.
Yeah,
I can imagine. I do hear that. Just even gay creators that are like, they've been creating for a few years now trying to date. Like it happens on both ends. It definitely does. Can you tell me a little bit about when you say like swingers and going to those kind of parties? So like we've talked about on our channel what that means for a gay couple, like going to sex parties, being a little open. Like, so what is that like for you guys? What goes on in those kinds of things? In those kinds of scenarios?
We go to every type. I throw my own sex parties. We go to sex parties. Sometimes those are personal or like our friends' parties.
What happens at these parties?
We be fucking.
Yeah,
like, no, give me some details. So give me some.
Yeah, is there a lot? Is there any like same sex stuff going on, or is it
in
mostly
Europe?
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Did you join?
No, I was just like, vision.
Yeah.
Is there a video?
You're
No phones allowed in them.
In America, I feel like the sex club scene or the sex party scene is super not hetero flexible. Versus like in Europe, we could see the clubs are a lot more like fusion. Like it's you could go to a normal dance club and they're like there's like butt sex here and then pussy sex.
We
here.
loved Europe. We usually do a 30-ish day trip every like August, and we go to London and Rome and Greece, and we do all
I
the
love
stuff.
Spain.
Yeah,
That place is super good.
yeah. Spain is sick.
If you were trying to explain what a straight swinger sex party is like to a straight couple who's never been to one, what would you say happens when going there, walking through the door? What goes on?
I would say so for us, we're a little bit more advanced. So we like to do our own thing. So love you, babe. Mwah, have fun and just do our own thing because most of the time, like beginners, swing, you're going to find another couple, you're going to talk, flirt, maybe console with each other. Hey, is this okay? How far can I kiss her? Can I touch her? Can I kiss him?
Communication.
A lot of communication. And then like at a point, y'all might make the decision to swing. And then especially when you're a beginner, it's always like those growing pains of like, his dick's not getting hard, or you see your girl sucking another guy's dick and you've never seen this before.
The jealousy comes out.
Yeah, like it's a lot. So I do recommend that, but I think what helped for us is we did it with another like couple who it was clear they loved each other. And so it felt, I knew he loved his girl. He knew I loved my girl. So I didn't really feel jealousy like that the first time we did it. I think that helped a lot. Like I saw him, I saw them fuck, I fucked his girl. He put me onto the Viagra game. He was like, try the Viagra, see if it worked with you. And so I had confidence. I was cool. It was a great first experience.
It helps. The Viagra helps when you're in familiar environment.
Yeah.
We're Viagra
Like,
queens.
it doesn't mean that you're horny. It doesn't
I
mean
took
that
one
you're
today.
horny.
No, fuck's Cialis.
Fuck Cialis.
That's my thing.
I feel like this strategy too is like a lot of couples when they first start swinging and they're straight, they get in a lot of OPPs, one penis policies. Bitch, I'm not her. I'm so sorry. I am not a unicorn. I like to find my dick. And then I don't really care because sometimes he would find a girl that's hot and then she would have like an ogre boyfriend and he'd be like, where's your sacrifice? And then you are going to have your own anarchical experience and I'll have my little debrief afterwards.
That's so different than us because we're gay, so it's all men. So him and I, we go there. We're like,
that still happens though when there's that stereotype of one boyfriend is hot, one boyfriend is not. And you go into it being like, oh, we want the one, so we'll be okay with the other.
Yeah.
That does happen in the gay community as well. People talk about that.
It's something we also try to be aware of. It's not happening to us if someone likes us more than the other. We're like, because we like going and finding a third and having fun with that.
It's hot when they're into both of you.
Like we love sandwiching someone. We love being sandwiched. We love playing. We have hooked up apart, but very rarely. 95% of the time we do hook up, it's together with a third or a couple. Because we look at it as sex toys. We're bringing a sex toy.
So cute. Human dildo.
Yeah, because
it really is. It's like a human dildo.
But for us, we like the same sex. We like the same type of man. Like all that stuff comes into line. Like the only thing I compare to you guys is we have a friend who's like a twink and he's dating like an older hairy daddy. So when they want it to come open, they obviously one wants an older hairy daddy, one wants a twink. So
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's almost like being a woman and a man. Like they're very different.
Yeah, the tastes are different.
Yeah,
I'm bisexual, but I think my spectrum is like 80-20. Like I can get into a girl, but also I'm not a threesome chick. I like even numbers. It's two or a gangbang.
Yeah,
and I like
you
guys.
Like it when it's all the guys. You got 5-6 guys and they're into you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Love
the
that.
same with me. I like when it's all girls and they're into me, and I think that helps a lot. Just do the thing, have your own experience, and I think that's why we prefer to just do our own thing. It's nothing personal. It's just like this. And then I feel like a lot of times when couples are in that world, I think when you hover each other, I think we learn this the hard way, is when you first start seeing your partner hook up with other people, like you're overly conscious. And I feel like they are overly conscious. So she could be watching me, she be having sex with a guy and looking at me because she's worried about, am I self-conscious? I don't want her to feel that way.
Or is there, you're enjoying it too much?
Yeah, I just want to have a good time.
Yeah,
so I don't want to put that energy in the air. Right? And I think that helps with me. Just let me do my thing. I don't want to see her like, you ain't did that move to me in so long. I don't want to be thinking about that. You know?
We had similar issues. We've had similar issues.
Like we had to talk about that where I was like, why do I would care that seeing you do something that we haven't done in a while, and then it's like, why am I bothered by that you're doing that with someone else and enjoying yourself? Like we've had to have those talks, but that takes communication and time to be like, no, I want him to enjoy his experience for his experience, not because I'm like, he's doing something that he doesn't do with me. Because
Yeah.
everyone provides something new in the bedroom.
Yeah, people are the best books. I
Yeah.
like a good chapter. I don't really compare sexual experiences, and I
That's
feel
so
like
good that you don't.
yeah, I think that's something that he had to learn too.
I do too.
It's just there's a different context. It's
Yeah.
the same way like I love everyone in this house pretty much equally. Like I wouldn't
For different
compare
reasons.
my friendship with you to my friendship with you. They're just very different.
Yeah.
And they're not better or worse. It's just that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That you guys
It's,
got
you
to the
know,
point.
and there was occasions where like we were on the gay cruise. There was like a younger guy that he liked, and I was like, you know what, you get this one, babe. Like I'm good, kind
Have
of
you
thing.
guys ever had a person where one guy was into a guy and you just did not fuck with him? Like you were like, I hate this guy. He sucks.
Not extreme. But
No.
like where like the guy's purely a bottom and he's more so bottom. So he was like, okay, you go at it, you have fun because I'm more of a top.
Where you're like, where I'm a bottom, but I would say I'm 70-30. Like I'm verse. I
Yeah.
do like top every so often.
Yep.
But what I was getting to with that too is I said we prefer someone to be more verse, who's open to doing both.
Mm.
I'm open to doing both. We'll take more of a total top more. I would like a more of a total top than a total bottom, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But most of the guys we do hook up with are verse in some way.
What are some of the challenges you guys also face from friends? Do they judge you for it or anything?
I don't think our
Sleep
friends
with
judge us. I think it's the internet at large.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel okay. In hetero world, it's way less kosher for a girl to be so sexually open and then her man be a little low key about his own sexual escapades. So people will call him a cuck. People will send him my porn. There was a viral tweet I made of us going on vacation, and all I said was like, I'm so happy of like my life and like how I'm able to travel and do porn and still have a real boyfriend that truly loves and cherishes me. And then all these comments were like, oh, he's in this sunken place. He needs to wake up. Like he doesn't respect himself. It's absurd to believe that maybe people like me just also have people that are into
That are-
supportive.
yeah.
And whenever people call him a cuck, I'm like, you, first of all, nothing wrong with a cuck. But second
That
of
doesn't
all,
have to be a bad thing.
he's not a cuck.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
also open. And it's
Yeah.
also, I'm not fucking other guys for his pleasure or for any reaction of his. That's like my own thing that I like to do.
It's like,
He
you know,
also gets to do his own thing.
Yeah.
And she always come back.
Yeah.
I feel like being in this industry creates an advanced mental capacity for us to understand the difference between intimate lovemaking and lovemaking or like sex for fun. I feel like a lot of people who bash us or can't grasp the concept haven't experienced their full realm of sexual pleasures and can't separate their sex with the person they love with just sex for fun.
Yeah.
Which is, you can say that and it sounds cliche, but it's real. There's a divide there.
I would agree.
Yeah.
In terms of how I look at it, good sex is spectrum. So you don't have to do a bunch of tricks and be cool. You can just have it one position. Or sometimes it's good sex is doing all the moves. But it depends on what I'm feeling. It depends on what she's feeling. It depends on what's going on. So I think that's what's been helping me lately in terms of thinking about jealousy and the terms of I've been having other partners and like my dynamic is if I fuck this girl, I know what kind of sex we're going to have.
Mhm.
When I fuck this girl, I know. So it's just, I could understand she is having those same conversations with herself. I want this today. I like his conversation. I like his energy. I'm not going to I just want to lay there. A lot
Yeah.
that goes into it that it's more that meets the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every day you might want something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to ask this question because I already know the answer because people ask us this all the time. What happens if you develop some sort of little crush on someone? Because people ask this all the time. I know our answer, but I just want to let you be able to explain what that looks like for you guys.
I just ride it out. I
Yeah.
think that experiencing new relationship energy is normal. When you
Yes.
start fucking someone that's new and you guys click on an emotional level, I've learned to not run from it because the more energy I put from being weird about it, the more importance it feels in my mind.
Mhm.
Versus if I just keep it like a neutral part of my life, then it eventually unfolds that it's just not going to work out like that. This is like my person. This is the person I'm choosing to be with. And and also we're like polyamorous, so we can explore relationships like that. So
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of it getting there. It's just understanding that like there's like a part where I have to taper off.
Yeah. For me, it's like a little bit of a high. Sometimes you just need to reel it in. And it's like a little bit of high but I know it's temporary. I know it is. So I just let it go through the motions with it and I am all giddy, but I know it's going to go away. But it's something it doesn't happen quite as much as it used to.
There's always an excitement in the newness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like Sarah, what are you saying?
I was just, yeah, I agree. I feel like when I go into those situations, I feel the energy. It's like, oh, this is fun. But like just what she was saying, like, at the end of the day, I know this is my person. I know who I am and I know who she is. And so look at our relationship. She's seen me at my worst. Like when I'm going into, oh, it's just a little fun interaction. It's cool, but I know she won't half of what she's done.
I always compare it to aunts and uncles. It's like when you visit your aunts and uncles' house, you're always like, oh my God, they're like way cooler than my parents. And then it's no, you're only seeing them for a really small amount of time in a very controlled environment. Of course, they're going to seem way cooler. Of course, like I'm going to be like, damn, my parents suck ass. But then at the end of the day, I'm with them 24/7. I've seen the highs and lows and it's like, I know the full scope of me. And that time in history is irreplaceable. Like I always tell people, it's cool that I'm in an open relationship because I can explore other relationships that I do all the time. So I'm flirting with guys, I'm romantic with guys, I hang out with guys, I fuck guys. And dude, the streets are awful. Like,
Yeah.
it's also, I'm not worried about where this ends. I'm just enjoying the ride, which is way better than if I was single and acting insane.
Honestly, most of the time I meet other guys, like they're fun and like we have sex and whatever, but it also reaffirms that this is my person too.
Like
I think
you.
that is the outcome of most of them that I've had. And I love that. And I feel like being open allows us to learn more about ourselves. And I feel like people who don't let that in maybe constrict their emotional growth.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing is hearing like his funny sex stories. And I feel like those teach me so much. If he went out with a girl and it was a total flop, or if it was something cool, that teaches me so much more about him than if our relationship was just in a vacuum like everyone else.
Yeah.
And I think the coolest thing is like why I'm okay with this being my first girlfriend and only girlfriend is because all the emotions I feel, you would have those if you were monogamous. When you would experience jealousy.
They're not unique to being in a
Like,
relationship.
it's nothing new. That's what every relationship goes through, whether they're allowed to explore that or not.
It just makes us talk about those things when those people feel like they don't have to because, oh, you're monogamous. We don't need to talk about this because you're not allowed to be seeing or talking to anybody anyway.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
You go to jail if you speak about it.
Prison.
I'll let you just ask your question.
So my thing was just maybe give any tips to people who may be watching that kind of want to talk to their significant other about opening the relationship, or people that are just like starting out and giving it a try.
I think the best relationship advice for people that are trying to open their relationship, which might sound scary at first, is that your partner is going to hurt you, whether you like it or not. You can do your best to communicate your boundaries, which you should do in any relationship dynamic. But things are going to come up and you guys are going to learn a lot about yourselves. And you have to realize that like you realize intention versus impact. Is their intention to hurt you or was the impact hurtful? And a lot of the times when his boundary or my boundaries, not my boundaries, or like when my feelings got hurt or his feelings got hurt because one of us did something that felt out of line, but it wasn't necessarily a boundary that we communicated prior. It was just like, I can't be mad at him because I didn't communicate that would make me mad. I found out it made me mad.
Yeah.
And from there, we just have to regroup and understand how to move forward and keep growing.
Are so fucking wise.
That was great.
That was great. That was great. I'm so glad I asked you that.
Versus impact.
Oh,
I love that.
I'm hard.
That's fast. I would say from my end, I look at it like very realistic and like understanding, know what you sign up for. There's good and there's a bad. And so open up your relationship. It'll be fun. You're going to explore, learn a lot about yourself. But at the same time, there are going to be a lot of powerful conversations. And sometimes you're not going to like what you learn about yourself. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's just that like that instance brought that out. I feel like I'm all over the place, but I feel like y'all give it.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
But so yeah, just know what you sign up for and just learn from the mistakes because they're going to happen.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you don't do these on purpose. I signed up for this relationship with the intent of being with it forever.
Yeah. Playing off that, like I was so scared. I didn't think I'd ever want to be in a relationship like this. And I think I have like college degrees and a great education, but like from doing this, I think I've learned and evolved in a way that I don't think I ever would have in any other situation.
Yeah.
I think and I cherish it. I think it's one of my like greatest treasures, honestly.
Yeah, it's a fun journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, porn saves lives.
I think
I love doing porn.
Is that it?
Thank you guys. Thank
you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. And
I did.
Viewers learned a lot. They hear us talk about open relationships, but hearing it from another perspective. Thank you so much for being open and honest.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Let's go,
you.
guys. Bye.
Bye.